Morning. So today is weigh-in. It says I'm 164.6. That is about where I want to be at. I know it's dark, but I think last week I was at 164. So I gained 0.6 pounds. You typically want to be around a pound, but this week's diet has just kind of been garbage in a sense of how much I've been eating. So I actually need to get some bread, start making peanut butter and jellies and just eating those when I can, because those are pretty easy to eat and quick to make. So I think that will help me gain some more pounds. So next week I want to be at 165.6. That's the goal. But I'm not really too concerned that much. As long as I'm seeing a little bit of gain, then things will happen, and that will be good. And I think especially once I get in the gym and actually do leg work, I will get more gain in my legs, since I'm really not doing much for those right now. This time fried eggs, same oatmeal, banana, it's brown because it was in the fridge, and then watermelon. This watermelon, I forgot I cut up like last week, so it's on the verge of fermenting. They're kind of like soft, but it doesn't taste too bad. Actually, it doesn't taste bad at all. Just the texture's a little weird. I don't think that I'll die. I think I'll be fine. So that's what I'm gonna eat. Then right after this, I'm gonna go work out, because I usually wait, to digest the food and all that. But I'm just gonna go work out to get it out of the way, see how I feel, because I haven't done that. I haven't worked out right after I ate, and the workout isn't any kind of craziness where I feel like I'm gonna puke, so I think I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go over today's workout. I did the warm-up, dynamic stretches, all that good stuff, planks. I'm just trying to see if there's anything different. The handstand, I'm just trying to progress on the handstand, and then on the very last one, I should have done this on the first, but on the very last I just tried doing a freestanding handstand, and it didn't work out too well. It was just probably because I was exhausted from holding a handstand before, then plank. Pull-ups, the first two sets of pull-ups were fine on the swing, but then there were two kids on the swing, so I had to go find somewhere else. So there was at least a low-hanging tree. I was able to do a variation of pull-ups, and then parallel bar dips, so I just did them on the bench as usual. Deep step-ups, and then tuck L sit. I actually progressed into the tuck L sit instead of holding one leg up, because I was holding it for 30 seconds. And what I did was, for one set, I would hold the tuck L for 5 seconds, rest for about 20 seconds, and hold it for 5. I did 3 of those per set, so 15 seconds total per set. And I'm just gonna build up from there. And I really do feel it in my my stomach. I gotta look further in to see when I do it, my legs, my knees kind of spread apart. I think I'm supposed to keep them together, or as much as possible. I have to look to see if I can do that. And then I went to the pseudo planche, the pseudo push-up, the pseudo planche push-up. And then I went to the row on the swing. And that I need to get rings so that I can progress into my stuff further. And other than that, though, the workout was fine. I have kind of a sore throat right now. I don't know if it's just because of the weather. It's gotten a little warm, but it was a little bit cooler this morning. That's why I'm wearing all sweats, but at least I'm not in Chicago or anything like that. I know that they're in the negatives. It's just ridiculous. That's kind of a reason why I moved down here. After I was done working out, there was a fight. I kind of knew it was coming, but wasn't 100% completely sure, because when I was working out, there's always kids. There's a bunch of people walking around, but teenagers. They're walking around, and there's a group of them. They're kind of walking back and forth. It's very surrounded by woodsy area at this park, and I don't know what they're doing. I was like, I'm just like, what are they doing? Then I see another group come up with a baseball bat, and I was like, oh, they're gonna play baseball. I'm like, okay, whatever. So this was going on for about an hour of just kids kind of just walking back and forth. And then near the end, when I'm stretching, which you can see here behind my camera, where it was like a bench, and a group of kids were sitting there, and they were kind of posted up looking across, looking at the parking lot. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? What are you all doing? And I was just kind of like, I feel like they're posted up about to fight, but they're not doing anything. And so I'm just like, whatever, I'm done with my workout, I'm gonna go home. So I start walking to the parking lot in my car, and then those group of people start walking towards the park. And then I get to my car, and I'm just like, I hear a bunch of yelling. I look over, I just see a big brawl happening. Just people swinging their arms, going crazy, going nuts. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? One kid had a baseball bat, but I think he dropped it, and then another kid picked it up and hit somebody with it. It's like full on, full force. I saw that. I don't think I got that on camera. And then you hear kind of like a pop. Oh, people were saying it was a gunshot, but I don't know if it was a gunshot because it sounded more like an airsoft gun. It sounded kind of like a little firecracker. It didn't really sound like a gun. So I don't know if there was a gun, but like after the gunshot, there was like a couple seconds of still hitting, and then everybody dipped and ran. And there was some adults at the park, and they were like screaming their heads off and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, there's just a brawl at the park. And so yeah, after that, I just kind of wanted to leave because I didn't want to stay there. I didn't want to have them question me because I saw everybody, but I wouldn't be able to pick them out because they all looked like regular people to me. I wasn't really trying to stare at people, and also on my camera, I wasn't trying to film anybody. And I'm pretty sure that I didn't film anybody. That was a part of it because I was making sure I just didn't film them. Even if I did, they're just like so far away, way in the background. They look like ants. So I mean, there's nothing. And that they asked me before I left if I got anything on film. I tried to, but since I'm on super view on this camera, you cannot see anything. So it's like you're just gonna see pixels of people, and that's not gonna show you any detail on who anybody is. With fighting, I don't understand why they would fight in the middle of a park. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like back then, I've never gotten into fights, but fights when I've seen and stuff like that have always been kind of hidden and stuff like that, but it's never been like a full-out brawl. I don't know if it was like over a phone or something like that, but like, why are you bringing a bat? Like, what are you trying to prove? And then somebody may have brought a gun. I don't know. Like, people are just stupid. Like, teenagers are just stupid, and I guess that's teenagers back in the day. Like, I understand people have built up aggression and want to fight and stuff like that, but I just never understood how it would be like in the moment you would have that built up aggression and want to fight, but you don't fight. But then you're like, meet me at the park 2 days later at 3 p.m. We're going to fight. Like, you're not going to have that aggression built up. It's just kind of stupid. And I just feel like teenagers get bored with their lives and they just start doing stupid stuff like that. But, I mean, hopefully nobody got hurt at all. I mean, I know some kid with the bat, the kid that got hit with the bat, I know got hurt, but I'm saying like anybody died of fatal injury or something like that. I'll have to see if anybody actually got shot. Pretty sure that will be on the news if it was bad. So what I'm gonna eat are these 2 leftover chicken thighs. So I'm not too worried about calories for today because I'm pretty sure I'll hit all the meals that I will. I think usually sometimes I'll have it with like pasta or rice or something like that, but since I haven't been on the 4 or 5 meals a day, today I'm gonna hit that. So if I do still get hungry, I bought bread so that I can have peanut butter and jellies because peanut butter and jellies are my shit. I'm gonna eat that and then I'm gonna edit my life away until dinner. So for dinner is pork chops and freekeh salad. We actually get our dinners from Blue Apron. It's actually pretty cool because what they do is they'll send you basically packages like this. They'll give you ingredients and all that, and they'll send you all of the ingredients that you need in order to cook it, and they'll give you all instructions right here on the back. You just follow it and you make it. So they give you all the proper measurements and all that stuff. You just gotta basically mix it all together. So it's pretty nice because you don't really need to think, you just make it. It is, I think it's equivalent, maybe it's a little bit cheaper than going out to eat, but we like it. Blue Apron is actually really good. I know we tried a different company before, and their food was kind of mediocre. Blue Apron stuff is actually pretty good. And what I had was freekeh salad. I don't know what freekeh salad is. I'm assuming that was cracked freekeh. I've never heard of it. It almost was like large couscous, kind of in a way, but it was good. But that was dinner. Now I'm having 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So this will be not including the popcorn. I had 4 meals today, but that's it for today. Good night.